Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Creative Craving. Like and subscribe. Now, as we mentioned last time, I think it's about time to make geothermal thermal power. We're going to set that up right over there, and maybe we'll add multiple, but let's at least get one. Before that, though, I just wanted to show you something kind of cool. I found this demo called Super Weird. It's a really fun little game, little mining game. It's an idle game, but it's actually not super annoying. So yeah, I liked it a lot. I think you should check it out and just see if you like it. It involves automation in a really funky way, and yeah, it was amusing. I played through and beat the demo, but unfortunately it's kind of short, but that's the only downside. And hopefully the full game will be just as fun. So give it a shot. Now then, what I was thinking about last time I was here was how to connect to power. Oh, and you know, everything's super quiet for me right now. I need to make sure I've set my stream up properly. Ooh, did I close everything? I think I did. Okay. That's fine, we'll set it up. Here we go. There. Now I can hear things. Alright, great. Okay, that's connected. Oh yeah, we can reach down there too. That's great. Perfect. And I really think all there is to do here is... Well, I probably just need to make a hypertube link, to be honest. Although I'm considering skipping that for now. If I do skip it for now, though, how do I get back up here? Personal elevator, maybe? I mean, what's down there? Can I look for geysers? Because if I can, that'd be really cool. Yes, I can. How many are nearby? Obviously, there's one there. No way, is there one that's closer? There's one over there that's closer. I guess on top of there, I'm not really sure. Alright, so we should deal with all of them then. Once I get there, I guess I can come up here and come this way. I can probably get back here okay. I think it'll be fine. We're just not even going to worry about it. Alright. Come to think of it, I suppose I could have done the zip line, but I don't think I've even done that this playthrough. How's our inventory doing? Okay, not a lot of free space, but that's fine. Now, one thing I need to make are some high-speed connectors, so that's going to be a bit grindy, but... Oh, there's uranium there, too. Does that mean we're going to have enemies? You know, that's one thing I didn't consider. If we have enemies to face, then I'm going to be sad. But I'm not seeing any. Okay, well, time to go for it. Alright. Again, I'm not seeing enemies, and if there are any, I can always run away, right? Sure. Radiation? Right, well, before I even bother with anything down there, I need to craft up the high-speed connectors. I need 25 of them. Surface to uneven? Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so I think we just need one circuit board for each one, right? Yep. So we need 25 of these. Yeah, so I played the alpha, the super weird alpha, and it's kind of nerdy and weird. And it's challenging to get good ratios and stuff, so it's interesting. And yeah, it's allows you to have automated robots. Well, you know, when you play it for a couple of minutes, you'll notice that. You'll figure it out. I am tempted just to spoil it and just show you now, though, while we're waiting for this. Oh. Oh, I didn't even consider. We don't have enough space for this. Well, we don't have enough quick wire for this. That's the main thing. We can always make more space. We can get rid of something like this. But we can only make 4 of them. Because we need more quick wire. Okay, so we have to head back right away. That's a shame. Also a shame is there's not really anything in my inventory that's extra, in my view. So it feels like whatever we do, we're going to need to sacrifice something we want. Like if we find the power slug here, we're either going to have to ignore it, come back later, or delete something we'd rather not delete. Let's turn on the auto pickup and then just not pick up anything because we don't have room. Okay. Don't really want to mess with you, but I will. Because I think the easiest way for me to move forward... That guy's huge. Okay. The easiest way is just to tank his... There we go. Now I am going to go ahead and pick this up. I think I'll get rid of some rubber. Because... Spitters are going to become, enemies are going to become more and more rare as we build more. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to grab what I can. It would be good if I went ahead and refilled my health, but we're going to take a risk. Oh, hey! Hello there. How are we making room for this one? I guess we'll delete more. It's hard to delete your last stack. Let's take some of that instead. And of course, we automatically get rid of that. Or we automatically pick up the wrong thing. See the creepy message?
Your mimic tapestry grows in the shallows and the clouds, but not through the windows. What is your root?
I have no roots, nor do I operate on Windows. But perhaps you mean something akin to the human saying, my point of origin is Earth. I was created by specific individuals of the human race.
Incompatible music.
Uh-oh.
Did I say something wrong, or did you not understand?
You cannot be shallow deep. The ripples you cast into the void have no skin.
Okay.
It seems I may have said something paradoxical. Interesting.
Is that a somber sloop? Because we should go for it. Whenever we find those, we should go for it. I guess the question of how we get back isn't that useful, is it? Isn't that important at the moment? Yep, there it is. And it is close. Can't think of any particular reason not to go for it. Look at that. Wow, those things can shoot up? I'm about to die. Okay, change direction, that's good. Be nice if you actually hit him, bro. Doing fine, we're tanking it. Okay, we got him. Being available to pick that up seems like a good idea. It remains sound. Let's have this on the ready. Auto pickup was a bad idea, eh? Well, we're not getting rid of that. We haven't been using this that quickly, so let's get rid of one of those. Oh yeah! Okay. guess the easiest way to get over there would be to parachute across. That's probably the quickest. I can potentially get back up there first, but let's just do it from here. Now, if I could switch quickly, it might be worth switching to my jetpack and then back to the parachute. Although we might do well enough just to land here on the mushrooms, on the fungi. Yeah, this will be fine. Oh, I don't want to be near him. How quickly are we going to die? That's the question. Whoa! You know, these stairs were never safe. Not at any moment. Alrighty. Alright, so this time let's prepare for our geothermal power plant before we go to place it, before we go adventuring. But honestly, we brought back some great loot, so I'm not even mad. And, you know, placing the hypertube would have been a mistake, because if I'd placed the hypertube in advance, I would have placed it along the most convenient route, and that's how I would have come back. So in other words, I would have missed a chance to explore all of that. So I think keeping an open mind every time we go somewhere is probably the most efficient way to collect new goodies at this point. Okay, copper's still looking healthy, that's good. Boom, boom, boom. That's that. Alright, we need to go we need to go all the way to the end. We should put lights up here, actually. It'd be great. Make sure we have enough. We may as well use our existing crafting bench. No reason to stray too far. Alrighty then. Perfect. Alright, and it'll tell us when we're done. That's perfect. Now, if you'll remember from last time, I was hoping to turn off the fuel power generator for a little bit, but I was also worried about the strain that might do to the grid. So if I can get one or two of these down to relieve that strain, I think that's really going to help me, you know, have that flexibility. And also, like, if I have an extra power plant that's off, and if power happens to turn off, you know, if I happen to blow a fuse, then I've got some spare capacity there. So that's the plan for now. Alright, cool. We got that done. Now we just need to go to the end again. Zoom, zoom. Back down there we go. And there's no real reason to get near the uranium there. We can always save that for later. Let's get back to our crafting bench though. Alright. Power. Geothermal, boom. Wait, am I just mistaken? That is a resource node, right? Is that not geothermal? Well, let's go take a look at it then. I thought that was geothermal. Oh, this is Sam. Oh, I had no idea. I thought this was a geyser. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, now I have an idea of what Sam is. I really need some to research, actually. Let me just make a portable miner and shove it down there. Right, that'll maximize my gain while minimizing my risk. Crafting bench, equipment workshop. Surmount the unsurmountable here. And just make a portable miner. Just one. Speaking of minimizing risk, let's back off some. Okay. Let her rip. Meanwhile, I've got to figure out exactly where that geyser is. I guess it doesn't hurt to have power here. I'm eventually going to want to build a miner, so I don't think there's any reason to remove it. But yeah, that is not something I was expecting. I'm grateful to have Sam. I've heard great things about it, but I wasn't sure how to get it or how to find it. So now I have. All right. Nope. This one? That one? There we go. Geysers. It's that way, right? Okay, so they're nowhere close. There's one over there, 800 meters, 1300, and another one over there. So there's two over there. What's in that direction? Wow, that's not even close. Okay. There's one near spawn. It's probably that's probably the closest one to my power grid. One over here. I thought, you know what? I think there was another SAM resource that I marked as being a geyser. Okay, so I think it might be done. And I don't see any reason to take that miner just yet. I'd be better off putting a Mark II down, though, so I don't have to get in the radiation again. Anyway, this works for now. No ma'am there. Okay, ma'am. We don't want that player in the way, nonsense. Come on. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Technology, right. There was a reason for this. I can't remember what it was. We'll figure it out. What's that you got to say?
Matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Oh, right.
Fill the rivers with blood.
Ooh, ouch.
Defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Ouch. I remember this is how you get the dimensional depots. That's right.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM
What could go wrong?
Be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our
Okay.
are more beautiful than yours.
We're comparing bone beauty? Okay, interesting. Reanimated SAM, that doesn't sound horrible at all. Well, we can start making some, and it looks like this is an infinite resource, right? So, all right, so let's make some more portable miners. I probably only want two, because I don't want to have an extra one to delete later. Can I put it there and reach it? Hopefully. Apparently not, but hey. Close enough. Make one more of those. Yeah, we still need to get rid of that one. Can I delete it from here? I cannot. Apparently I have to go pick it up myself. Do I have to press and hold X? Yep. Okay, good thing we have more inventory space now. A dismantle box is not what I wanted there. Okay. It would have been counterproductive. I love how we're ignoring all this uranium to get something else. It would be nice to know what the expected power output of that's going to be. It's also nice to be able to go here without getting too much radiation. 240 per minute. Okay, it must be a pure node. I think I saw that before, but... Anywho. Anyway. We may as well down there we can see. Speaking of seeing, let's get some kind of... Oh, that doesn't go there. Speaking of seeing... I think it worked. Let's get some kind of lighting down. Okay. Well, there's ceiling lights. I wonder where the other lights are. Oh, that's right. I haven't bought them yet. Well, I guess we need a ceiling. Okay, well, we can make one of those. Zoop it up. Of course it's not there. Come on now, power line. To there. Why is it not working? Is this not connected to anything? Well, let's take a look. Okay, so apparently it's not connected. I totally thought it was connected, though. I mean, it is. Oh, there's a immersive sphere. It's connected to that, but that's not connected to anything else. Great. That seems like a bit of an oversight there. All right, let's go fix that next, even though it's light now. Hopefully we don't die here. I just realized we don't have, there we go. He doesn't scare me so much. Because these guys spend enough time running away from me. Okay, whew. Another one of these guys. Man, we just pick up Mercer Spears left and right, eh? Okay, I don't really want to go over there. Let's go... Hey, let's just go down there. Yeah. Perfect. Right, and we need to hook up power when we get back up there. Alright. Huh. I mean, that's an interesting waterfall if you think about it. Like, where's that water coming from, ultimately? Hard to say. Alright, well, we'll get our geothermal power eventually, right? We're just delaying a little bit. Eventually. Zoop, zoop, zoop. I guess there's no point going to our home base just yet. So we'll get out as soon as we can. Alrighty. A little bit of speed, and there we go. Alright. So let's hook this up somewhere, like... G maybe there? Alright, let's head back down there. Hopefully it'll start running now. Unbelievable that I just forget those things. Light seems to be on and also not needed. You know, that's a nice perch right there, actually. Oh, there's still radiation. Interesting. I thought I was far enough away. Okay, well, we'll just go from here then. Now that's pulling out, what was it, 240 SAM? So, what recipe did we unlock regarding this stuff? Heck though, we can just send everything up here. If we want to make this, it's going to use 120 per minute, so 2 of these is plenty. Great. Come on, constructor. Okay. I can't cut this from here. Shame. It's kind of in the way, though. It should go. And go it does. Alrighty. Copy and paste. Okay, it takes 240. One of these belts will suffice, a Mark II, right? No, a Mark III. You need a Mark III at least. And what I've realized is I need a Mark III like this. Reversed. I'm always building these in reverse order, aren't I? No, default this time. No, reversed. So tricky. Whoops. And I've realized this is in the wrong spot. Too close. I do need a radiation suit of some kind. Okay. But that can come later. Now, let's set this up here. We should be able to get this going all the way around without too much trouble. I am going to kind of put this high in the air a little bit, because I want it to be out of my way. So, let's see if we can connect from there to there. I can't even see if it's connecting. That's surely an important thing to measure? Invalid placement, you say? Let's see how that works. I don't know what it means, invalid placement. What does that mean? Let's try it the other way. See, now this all works fine. It just... straight? Why does it say invalid placement? Okay, let's delete that then. Nope. Inside. See, now that works just fine, doesn't it? Okay, all the radiation isn't doing me any favors. Can't I just connect it? Not gonna let me. Let's not die in the process here. I do feel like that should be fine. What is this invalid placement? What does that mean? Does it want me to build on a foundation? I mean, I can do that. Put this a little higher. Okay, well, I lost that. Was it because snapping was on? I mean, maybe. Okay, invalid placement could mean that it's overlapping the radiation. Okay. That could be all that means. Okay. Yeah, that looks like that's the case. So let's use default. Let's not worry so much about it. And it connects. And at this point, we can now use Mark IIIs and downgrade everything. Perfect. That was a lot of trouble. Was it worth it? Well, yes. I mean, we do want dimensional depots, don't we? So yeah, it has to be worth it. Now we're producing 30 per minute. Okay. Now it did warn me that it's unstable. So I don't know what to do with that knowledge. This is my first time ever building SAMs and dealing with SAMs, so we'll just find out how bad could it be. I think that's the right attitude for a pioneer. How bad could it be, right? It's not like it's nuclear. Okay, so much for that thing. Oh gosh, wow. That's sad. Do we have to do it by hand though? I guess so. We'll do it this way. Yeah, snapping isn't really working for me today. Straight mode. Let's try snapping again. See, it's not really snapping very well. It's kind of suspicious. Quite. Is it too close? I don't know. Oh, it needs to be a merger. Oh, that was our problem. Okay, well, I try to sound all cool and professional, but at the end of the day, I'm mixing up mergers and splitters. There's not much I can say to defend myself. Just not much I can say. Alrighty. What a way to earn a paycheck, eh? Professional pioneer. No thanks. Connect to the bottom and go up here on the side, maybe? Yeah, I think the side makes sense, but not that side. Let's go here. Okay. Okay. I don't really know what to do with the reanimated. I don't know what to do with the reanimated Sam, other than to store it in a box. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And again, how bad could it be? It does say it causes stability issues, so I kind of want to put it a little bit further away from the constructors. Then again, if it does something weird to the constructors, it ends up being a problem that takes care of itself, right? And I don't know how much I'll need, but we have an infinite supply of SAM as far as I'm concerned, so let it come. Build a new MAM while we're at it. Apparently we can't build a MAM up here. Okay, whatever. How much do we need? Alien technology. We need 10. Oh, that's not much at all. We have 10. Perfect. Okay, let's do some research now. Man, this is a major milestone for me. I don't think I've ever unlocked this. Here we go. Dimensional depots.
SAM fluctuator recipe unlocked. The fluctuator can mimic unique communication through patterns of electric frequencies to instruct reanimated SAM to perform specific tasks or give specific restrictions, such as matter to energy conversion. It can also function as matter memory, reading the exact composition and state of a collection of matter in one location, breaking it down, and near instantly reconstructing it in another location, which has incredible potential for smart storage.
Your threads shift solid to fluid to a tapestry, matter and matter of matter and mind and melody.
Okay. So now we need to make this other thing. The SAM fluctuator. So it turns out we didn't need to store up a bunch of this stuff. We just need to make our SAM fluctuator. So let's go ahead and go with that. And what was the recipe for that? Let's take another look. I mean, from my perspective, this is just the same box shifted vertically instead of horizontally. I mean, they're not different enough. All right, it looks like it takes 3 items, so we need an assembler. Quite honestly, the best thing is probably to take this reanimated SAM that we got and just shove it up there with a constructor, or with a some pipe belts. And what I want to know is, can I search for SAM? It looks like we can. Okay. Is there any other SAM nearby? No, no other SAM anywhere nearby. No wonder it's so hard to find. Oh my goodness, it's over there, 1300. And we go back this way, it's 1100. Which honestly, that's not so far away. Yeah, that's not super far. It's just that next landmass there, right? And that's somewhere I've been. I think I've seen it before. I probably have laid eyes on it. Or was it over here? Maybe not, actually. Maybe I haven't been up there. Because it's not there. It's not there anywhere, it's there. Okay. Well, we're not going for that today. What we might do is just take what we have and send it. Let's send it. How close are we to the factory? Quite. I think we'll just build underneath of it. That's what we'll do. Okay, so I can see what I need to see. We're around the right place. Here would work fine, I think. Right here. Bit hard to tell, but honestly we can change it later if it doesn't suit us. We can change it later. Oh yeah, that's close enough actually. We don't need to go further than here. So let's do it. Should we start from up there? Seems like it might be reasonable. The tricky part's going to be... Is that a crash? No, it's just a mammoth hatcher is what that is. Dang. Maybe there's a right place to put a personal elevator. Didn't I unlock that recently? Transport? Maybe? I thought about unlocking it. Maybe I just saw that in the awesome shop. Alright, let's take another look. Welcome back. Okay, management. Not seeing it. Customizer. Okay. Here it is, architecture, which is kind of dubious, but okay. Let's just add that to the cart. We're not going to be able to purchase it right now. We probably could. You know what, yeah, let's buy it. I'm sure we have enough tickets. Hang on. Surface is too uneven. What's that mean? Oh, we need power. Well, that's not a problem, is it? Come on, where do we grab power from? That's actually more tricky than I expected. Well, let's go ahead and bring the SAM across. Interesting. Okay. Right, coupons. All right. Okay. Let's not even worry about it. Let's just go. Right there. Too steep, you say? I don't know why straight takes us there. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That's so annoying. Okay. Okay, with a straight one, let's go over here. Like so. Let's go this far and then bring it up as far as we can. Perfect. And then carry on. Too long, you say? I beg to differ. Should be just fine. Okay. Oh. What? Huh. So this isn't lined up at all, is what we're learning. That's problematic. I don't think it matters until we get closer, but I think our dreams of having it be straight or of getting a vertical lift to go all the way up, I think our dreams of that are kind of spent at this point. Oh well. I guess we'll make it better when we get the chance. Okie dokes. As far as we're going for now. Cart. Buy it.
Due to Pioneer requests and several reported issues with
Okay.
cases, there is now a more efficient solution. The Fix-It personnel elevator ensures optimal safety by putting a Pioneer in a box controlled by a rudimentary AI, specialized in self-restraining mind. Exposure to the Fix-It personnel elevator is recommended to be a minimum of 2 minutes per day for optimal gain.
Minimum exposure recommendation, 2 minutes per day? That's funny. So, one thing I realized is these aren't going to be very helpful in terms of lining us up properly. So we're just going to lead them from this point forward. If we want to line up an elevator, or anything at all really, we're going to have to start from the top and come down, unfortunately. So in the meantime, let's just relax. And not get too close to those guys. Or that thing. Okay, maybe relaxing is a bit too much to ask for. So many hazards. Hey, that looks fun. And not especially hazardous. Although we lost some air, uh-oh. Okay, well we could have gotten it if we had the inventory closed. Hopefully those hatchers leave me alone. I don't like them. They're my least favorite. Nothing there super useful. In fact, we'll just delete the stators there. Caterium as well. Although that sounds nice. Yeah. Great. Now this box is going to empty faster than it fills. Seems like it'll take us a while to notice that effect, though. But yeah, it's clearly emptying. This is a Mark II belt. This is a Mark I. It's clearly emptying faster than it's filling. You can just see visually. Because this belt is full. And going twice as fast as that one, which is not full. So yeah. We're gaining 40 per minute, we're losing 120 per minute, which will be fine for a long while. It also means only rubber's heading this way. So that's all fine for now. Okay, well, we're not far away from the next coupon, not too far. Anyway. Now what? The real struggle I'm facing here, other than the fact that we're not doing geothermal power like I promised, the real struggle I'm facing is just going backwards and forwards is too difficult and tricky. I mean, that's not really a long-term problem, though. As soon as we get the SAM sent over here, we can just ignore that problem. We don't need to ever travel back there. So, or at least not often. So maybe we just grin and bear it? Maybe. Alrighty, well, let's think about the next factory setup. This is 2 units away. 1 unit away is where we put our conveyor belt. Let's put it right there like that. Oh, I think previously, honestly, I think it was previously like this. And we move in 2 units to allow the whatchamacallit to connect, I believe. Yeah, it does look similar. Alright, I think that'll do it. Okay. Then we need our SAM to come in around this area. SAM can be first for all I care. So let's do this. We need a Mark I. Have it go down as far as it can. Do we want it to be reversed? Yes. Actually, this is a little bit too close. Wow. Who'd have thought? That's more like it. We'll leave that in place for now, but I think I can eyeball it. Because we're going to build one of these guys. Is that the right spot? It is, alright. Now then. Connect it up. Can I connect from the bottom? This is risky, but I want to do it. We might run out of fuel, I hope not. Relatively safe. Oh, we missed it. Okay, but I think we won't die, right? We're not dying. At least not at this precise moment. Okay, well, yeah, what can I say? There's some kind of danger near this. There's gotta be. Can't be safe. It's gotta be a trick of some kind. Aha, here we go. Here's where I need to be. Alrighty, we still have no geothermal. Now I know it's possible to get these really long conveyors that go all the way up, or these really long conveyor lifts that go from the bottom to the top. But it seems like it's kind of an unintentional hack. And the reason I say that is because it only works in one direction. Like you have to place the conveyor lift first, or you have to place the conveyor lift hole first, and then you have to take the conveyor lift and place it exactly in the right spot underneath at the bottom. So you have to perfectly align those. And that's why I say I think it's unintentional behavior. And while I'm fine with using unintentional behavior, I'm not going to like bet my life on it or just make my life super difficult for it. Especially when the rest of my factory is so practical and minimalistic. You know, it just doesn't make sense to put so much effort into something that I may not even make use of. Wait. Yeah, backpack for now. Oops. Alright, similar story here. That's actually close enough. Great. Mark 1 belt. Let's connect. Perfect. You know what? Let's even go for a straight belt. I think that should be perfectly fine. Ooh, just a tad too long. Fine. Let's not be super picky. And let's make sure this actually comes up. I'd hate to leave this spot and realize it doesn't work. Because coming back will be a tad tricky. Well, there's a Mark 1 belt for you. You know what? Let's have this go a little quicker. Probably will be here by now. Look at that. Okay, so it's working. Back to Mark 1. And yeah, here we go. No danger whatsoever. Boy, that slug looks really enticing. I don't see the danger there. I'm sure whatever it is hasn't loaded in yet, yeah? Alrighty. Hey, I wonder if it would be possible if you fall from a large height and you just happen to get sucked in by a hypertube, would that protect you from the fall? I would love to try that out. I kind of think it wouldn't. But, okay, well this is kind of dumb. We're going super slow because I was holding down the controller. Oh well, that's life, I guess. If you try to impart any momentum to your character, it gets confused at corners and whatnot. At junctions. Which I guess makes sense, but it's disorienting sometimes. Let's go that way. There we go. Okay. So we want to make a SAM factory. You know, before we do anything else, let's just see how far this can go. Evidently this far. Why is it at a sink? I can see why. We're used to starting from here, but we actually don't want to start there. We want to start from there. So I feel like it's a time where it's worth breaking the convention, and we'll just start a new convention. Okay. Are we going to run out of Of course. The irony here is we can probably afford to build Mark II belts more easily than Mark I. That's just the irony right now. Man, I'm finding it awfully tempting just to stick with Mark IV belts. Just to make my life easier. Okay, anyway, this is probably longer than we needed. Okay, so what do we want to build? We do want to start from this point. And I think we're going to be using the assembler, if I recall. No, it was a manufacturer, in fact. So this would be the blue square. And let's nab some plastic somewhere. I think we can grab some right around this area. Yeah, okay. No. Up top then, up top. Yeah, third floor will surely have some. There it is, there's the plastic, okay. Seems like there might not quite be enough to go around. Oh, but there is. Let's take it. Put half back. Perfect. Here we go, SAM fluctuator. Time for power. SAM, wire, and steel. We almost don't even need the modeling program in order to figure out what to do. I just think the modeling program makes it slightly faster. So let's boot that up real quick. Yeah. Again, it's not really needed, but... Now, what was our recipe called again? It was called fluctuator. Okay. Okay. Let's say we're going to pull this in. Well, let's say we want 1. 60, I think that's what we're actually producing. We need 2 of those, right? Yep. So we already got that done. It's just nice to know this is going to be an even mixture. Honestly, we could probably pilfer this from the other one. And we could probably mooch off the one right beside us and it would hardly even notice. But we need 2 of each of these. All right. Now let's do it all official-like. Alrighty. No, I need constructors, right. What am I doing? Wire. Alright, we need iron and cable right now. And we need to continue our hypertube here. Keep it going. Okay then. Oh, where was that geyser anyway? Oh, I guess we can't do anything right now. Man, how sidetracked can a person get, right? I need to actually do the geyser thing soon. I guess as soon as I build this, I should start working on that. But I mean, I'm honestly happy about this because Sam has been kind of a mystery to me, and I've kind of debated looking it up. I'm like, maybe I should actually just look it up and not try to figure it out on my own, but eventually figured it out here. Okay, how much of this can we dump off here? Perfect. We are going to need more room for iron since we don't need a lot of... We need Mark 1s a lot, so... Ooh, and we have a bunch of sand we're not going to end up using, but... I don't want to throw it away quite yet. You know what? We can always re-get it. Yeah, let's not worry so much. Alrighty. Whoa. Okay. An awesome sink, huh? But we're not getting rid of it. Speaking of, how close are we here? We only have 13. It doesn't look like it's blocked here. It just takes a long time to make one, right? A whole minute. But this is utilized at 40%, meaning that something there is slow, or was slow. Probably something to do with plastic. Well, no, plastic's been fine. It's probably to do with copper. Okay, no biggie. Alright, another one of these. Okay, and then we're going to have one for steel pipe. $15, okay, yeah. Mark 1 belt is adequate for this. Suppose it would help if we set the power lines up first, but let's do that now. Splitters here. Merges there. Oh, I forgot to check the outputs here. Nothing goes over 60. Great. Okay. I am totally tempted just to pilfer from here. I'm wondering what's stopping me at present. Here's 2. There's 3. Okay, now I remember here why we wanted a separate one. To allow those other 2 to connect. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Alrighty. Iron, copper, I think this is concrete and then steel? Or is it steel and then concrete? Ah. May as well hook up to the iron. Copper's next. Oh, and then steel, great. We'll leave the whatchamacallit alone until we actually need it. And we do need to work on the hypertube soon enough, but we'll just procrastinate. We'll just procrastinate a little longer. Honestly, our bus progress is going a lot slower now. We were marching at a rather quick pace when we were building the early factories that were super simple. So it makes me wonder if maybe we should have just combined those together a lot more and stacked them vertically. You know, to try to make it more complicated. Or to try to fit more in one spot. But I guess not doing that also had advantages. It helped us prove out our concept without too much stress or worry. It was here. So it worked out. Alrighty. Okay. Is it like that or like that? I think it's like that. We'll just have to see. Nope, that is definitely not what I wanted. No, it's actually one more. Quite amazing. Yep, that's what I wanted. Now what I need to do is at this location rotate it. But that's not how this all works. I guess if I do like that, will that allow it? Now for sand, we don't need to go across at all, actually, so we can skip that one. We need to go across for copper, however. Stack them. Mark 1 lift, sure. Alrighty. Looks good. Actually, this doesn't have to be 3 high. It just needs to be 2 high. And those never look like they're the same height. That's kind of frustrating. Guess it's just a matter of perspective. And we need a splitter. Start from this side. Okay, so it's not snapping. That's very reassuring. Whoa. Huh. Okay, let's try that. Well, that let it snap. No, it doesn't snap there at all. Jeez, okay. There's definitely a trick to it. Don't know what it is, but... maybe I just need to relog in, like... just... okay, that's working great. I see. Well, we'll do the same thing, I suppose. Great. I don't see any reason to make that a Mark 1. Come on. What in the world? What in the world? Why won't it connect to the right one? Can connect this way, right? Oh, wait a minute. That's... oh, it's pointing the wrong direction. Oh, that's just a bummer. No wonder. No wonder none of this was working properly. Okay, well, it's all starting to make sense. Default. I really wish you could change the direction of these after you built them. That explains everything. It explains why it wasn't lining up. It explains all that. Presumably we can get this to go over everything? Pretty well. It's fine. Alright then. A little easier from this side, huh? Whoa, don't fall. Falling not recommended. There we go. Okay. All right, here comes the iron and the copper. Great. Great, 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 great. So dark. I believe this takes copper, right? No? This takes copper, okay. So we can go ahead and shove that in there. Why don't we do this in the most efficient way possible, eh? Nice and easy. Nice and easy, okay. We don't really need to go any further than here, do we? So let's not. Why do extra work that is unrequired? Good, okay. Will that connect? Close enough, it's fine. No biggie there. Alright. Let's get rid of that, and we may as well delete this as well. Okay. $30 per minute, we just need 60 to flow, that's perfect. Oh, and we should probably send this stuff somewhere, shouldn't we? Yes, we should. I thought these two would be connected to each other, but then I realized it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have any need to be. So it won't. Okay. Just fine. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but that looks like a great geyser generator to me. Folks, I think this might be our episode. I mean, yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, we got our we got our generator here. Lots of power. Oh yeah. That's how it goes. All right, I don't know how much of this we'll need, but I'm going to go ahead and fill a huge chest, not a small one. So we'll let that happen. Yeah, it looks like we're doing fine here. Okay, great. It makes 10 per minute. I guess it makes them one at a time. Yeah, so it means it makes one every 6 seconds by default. Great, now if we pull up a MAM, how many do we need? 10? For this, we need 11. What's this? Oh, the power augmenter, okay. For this research, we need 10. And that allows us to use Sommer sloops. Yeah, I like that. But it looks expensive to unlock. And I think the main thing I'm focused on then is the dimensional depot. Right? It's not going to take that long to get. Boy, I wish I could fill this up here, but I guess I could do it another way. Or I don't need to, I can just delete these. Yeah, I can delete this. If we need more, we can just come grab 100 from here. So, no need. Alright. Let's unlock something! Dimensional depot. Oh. Oh yeah, we need a Mercer sphere, right. Maybe I should get 20 of these then. And then go unlock it. No sense walking back and forward, right? It's idle because it's missing pipes. Well, that's something I can take care of easily. There we go. It looks like we're really minimal on our steel production. We need to up that. That's pretty clear. All right. That'll be a future task. But for now we can produce them slowly. It's fine. Let's get at least 21 of these guys. Well, this is exciting. We are very, very slowly producing. You know, next episode, unless we actually do the geothermal generator, if we don't do that, then what we should do is work on getting more copper and more steel. So that could be relatively fun to bring in a new line to the factory. This is also going to help validate my main bus line concept, which, if I'll be honest, the main observable fact of this design is it takes a lot of concrete. But I'm not even sure that another design would take less concrete. I mean, most of the concrete that it's taking up, to be honest with you, a lot of it is just room that I've intentionally left to allow for future expansion, future expandability. You know, I could cut back, probably for every one of these nodes, I could cut back a fair amount, like 1 or maybe 2 squares. But having it always there means I don't have to rebuild things when I run out of space. I can just use more space. Anyway, I know it's a factorial concept, but I think this main bus design works fine. It's effective. And I think I could even use a very similar technique in Factorio, with the caveat that rebuilding things, like building more of the same thing, has a higher cost in Factorio than Satisfactory, because in Satisfactory resources are infinite. In Factorio, they're just abundant. At best. Okay. Nice leisurely hypertube stroll. Well, why don't we get a couple of these? We'll just take them all, I guess. Okay, let's unlock this for now. What are we missing here? Oh, did we not pick that up? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? We left it? Okay, now watch me die and lose my 10 Mercer spheres, but anywho. Back we go. Whoa, yeah, let's not die and lose a 10 Mercer spheres. How about that one? Yeah, I guess I put him back is what happened. Eee. Alright, well, we can do better. Start. There we go. Great. Okay, Dimensional Depot. What else can we do?
Dimensional Depot unlocked. Sand utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another.
Okay.
Once parts are fed into the Dimensional Depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
Okay.
Through the window. It is pathetic. Consuming blood. The glass will not shatter. The metal will not bend. The wood will not splinter. Weave.
Wow. Fascinating. So we can upgrade stack size, stack increase. We can upgrade manual depot uploader. Enables uploading from the inventory. I like that. That's a really good one. We need 17 computers. I bet we can grab those nearby. And this is increase upload speed. I think that's one of the least important things. I think manual uploading is really good. We can store immerser spheres in there. I do get the irony of that, but I also don't care. Yeah, see, our inventory's full. We can't do anything right now. That's precisely why we need such things. All right, let's organize a little bit. Down a box. Here we go. Why do I have a bunch of canisters? I don't even need these. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Well, that was weird. Okay. Let's grab these computers. Can't remember how many we need, but we can always put those back, right? Absolutely. Oh, wait, we need the contents of this box. All right. Manually upload. That looks really useful. What are we missing here? Oh, we're missing one of these. Well, perfect. Honestly, I'm as excited about that as anything else. Because now I have a great place to store things. Who knows what, but
Manual
stuff.
Depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory.
I think I'm ready to try that.
The storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
Wow.
In the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
Oh boy, we're messing with beings that live somewhere else. Now, I kind of am interested in increasing stack size at some point. I'm not as interested in worrying about speed. Because we can upload fast enough, I think. One of the main things to upload is probably going to be, well, right there, iron and concrete. Should we just do that? No, I think we're going to save that for next time. Next time we're going to do some dimensional depot experiments for sure. Probably some other things. All right, well, let's head back then to the center of town. Let's head back to our mall there. Okay. Boom. Man, we need more iron, more steel, more copper. We just need a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff. Oh, okay, wow, that's just a big list of things that need to happen to keep this thing running efficiently. Okie dokie. Let's put this away before I lose it. Oh, the computers. I meant to give those back. I guess I can store them here somewhere, but what do I get rid of, you know? Kind of like all the things I have here. Well, I don't need coal. Let's get rid of that. Although it's convenient. Limestone. I should have gotten rid of limestone instead. Let's get rid of all of that. Because I can grab limestone nearby if I need more of it. There we go. And that will go ahead and store there too, just for convenience sake. Okay, there we go. All right, well, we're gonna have some excitement next stream. We may even do geothermal power. Hey, let's try that again. All right, next episode, we're gonna play around with the dimensional depot and start uploading stuff from inventory. We'll start practicing that. We'll probably work on expanding our inputs here, getting more raw resources. You know, we might even work on geothermal power. That might even happen. Unlike this time. But yeah, okay. Man, I think that's the second time, honestly. That SAM resource, I think that was the second time that I found SAM and thought it was a geyser. I just thought purple geysers were like the awesome ones or something like that.